Hi everyone, Linda Reed-Enever, and welcome back to another Tips Tuesday session where I'm sharing tips and insights with you on how to market your business. I hope you've had a great week so far. We are in September now, fully in September, and I'm looking forward to running a couple of workshops today and getting people started. So I'm hoping that we will jump in today's Tips Tuesday session and explore the world of media and press releases. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a publicist, I'm a marketing consultant, and I've spent the last 20 years helping business owners share their story, and that's what I'm here to help you do today. One of the organizations we run is Media Connections, and Media Connections is a media hub and a press release hub for business owners to be able to share their story with the media. Back in 2009, when I started Family Capers, we saw the need for people to be able to reach out and share their story with the media and know the timeframes and abilities to be able to do all of that. And Media Connections is a site that helps you share your story with our journalist network. And currently there's about 4,500 journalists on that site waiting to hear your story, and they're wanting to hear from you what it is that you do and how you teach. So today's session, and I've just popped the link for Media Connections into the details below, so if you want to have a look at it, jump in and have a chat. But today we're going to actually look at the formula of a press release. So when working with the media, it's great. Sometimes you've got the ability for them to find your story and it works and it's 100% going in the right direction. And other times you need to actually understand what the formula is, or you need to go and share your story with the media. And this is today, the press release is all about sharing that story with the media and the formula of how you put that press release together. So I am just going to do a quick check and make sure that we're all live in Facebook before I get into these areas over here, because I just got a little error message pop up on the other phone. So I just want to make sure that we are all live. And yep, no, we are live, and fingers crossed it's allowed. and YouTube is going fine, but I just got a little error message on the Facebook one. So I want to make sure that we are right on this one. So we are 100%. The live feed is up. It's running. Thank you guys. Thanks for your patience on that one. Okay, so the makeup of a press release. A press release is a document that you send to the media when you've got something to share. And it's that formula that helps you break through the noise and get seen. And the first thing that comes into a press release, or whether you're sending it via email or you're putting it in a submission hub like we do at Media Connections, is your headline. And that headline can make or break a release. So it's quite often something you actually will leave to the end, because you'll run out the structure and the bones of the release, and then you'll look at a headline. But your headline, which is that first component that the journalist is going to see, needs to say "click me." It needs to be a short and snappy attention grabber, and a little bit more of, well, I've got to read this story. I have to know what's coming up next. It should be what encourages the person to read your release. So take time to make your headline a really good piece. So, for example, if you were launching a book, you would say, "I've launched a book about whatever topic." No, but you wouldn't go author launches book. You would say author launches book because of the problem that I solve. So that headline needs to be attention grabbing. If you've done something amazing and you've got stats, you put the stats into that attention grabbing area. So you put those stats into that press release so that the media can run with it and engage with it, because statistics back up your release. It gives you credibility. So you need to give your readers a reason to click with that headline. So it should provide some benefit or some enticement for the readers to want to learn more. As I just said, use data if you've got data, tell the facts, and lead with your story. So create something interesting. If there's something really intriguing, use that in your story. Now, it could be the point of, small business owner creates amazing product for COVID-19, or small business owner has a COVID-19 breakthrough, or small business owner breaks the barriers of whatever it is that you're looking to do. And that we want to make sure that we give them a reason to click, and then the next thing we need to do is give them a reason to read on. So a press release is made up with your headline, and then the first paragraph under that is called the lead, and that's the most important paragraph. This is where the who, the what, the where, the when, and the why of your story needs to be. And it's that next section that the journalist is going to read when it comes to your press release. So they're going to look at the headline, yep, it's got something I want to click on. Then they're going to read the lead. And this is quite often a cutoff point. Does it have enough for me to keep going? Does it have enough for me to keep reading? So it should contain your strongest key message. Journalists and editors will see lots of releases, so make sure that you really do sum up the story, the who, the what, the where, the when, the why, and the hook, the what is in it for them, what's the human interest angle, what are their readers going to engage with. That needs to be in that paragraph of the story. So after we've got our lead, each paragraph becomes less and less crucial to the makeup of a press release. Your press release isn't a war and peace document. It is a maximum one pager. It's not nothing more than a page of material going through there. The other formula that we find works really well within press releases is dot points to summarize the key areas. So people read the lead, they've then got some dot points so that they can connect with them, and they get a bit of a summary through dot points as well. So have a look at what you can use, including in dot points. The other thing, as I said, each paragraph comes in after that as less important. One of the key secrets when you're putting a press release together, though, is to make it editable. So to make sure that after each paragraph, it makes sense. Because if an outlet's going to run your story just from your press release, and sometimes they do, then you want it so that it will fill the space and it makes sense. So make sure that when you start writing your release, it's editable from the bottom up. So at the end of each paragraph, your story still makes sense. If they decided to cut it at that line there, it would make sense, and the journalist can still run that area in the story. Keep each paragraph self-contained, because once again, if they can take a slab out and put it in, it's going to work for you. And regardless of how many story paragraphs are deleted from the bottom of your release should always make sense. It should finish and make sense where those paragraphs end. So that's why about making your release editable. As I said, the press release is not a massive document. It's maybe about 400 or 500 words that allow people to be able to contact with you and engage with you. It's not maximum 750. Absolutely. You don't need to go overboard when it comes to sharing your story, because the whole point about this release is about enticing the journalist to contact you. So we need to have a really good headline. We need to have a strong lead that explains what we're sharing with the journalist and why they should read on. And then we can delve into some little, supporting facts and figures and stuff that will work with that release, and some dot points and some key takeaways. The aim of your press release is to encourage the journalist to contact you. It's not the aim. The aim isn't to make them work with you or make them have a whole story. So that's where we need to make sure that we're just giving them a taste about what's the story, what's some possible angles, and what's some hooks that they can engage with when they're looking at your press release journey. Okay, and allow the journalist to get to know you and contact you. So in the bottom of your release, there's a section called the boilerplate. And this is allowing you to build your street cred, allowing the journalist to be able to get to know you a little bit better and maybe get to see you. So in Media Connections, the boilerplate is actually the little bio that goes down the bottom of your release. And we've actually got links off to your other press releases. Who do they need to contact? And the main contact peoples and phone numbers. So allowing is an elevator pitch about your business. Now, you might have worked with an outlet before, but never ever skip this boilerplate section, because it might be a researcher that's looking at your story, or it might be a brand new journalist looking at your story. So the elevator pitch about your business and what you do and what you offer to the reader or offer to the outlet for someone who has no prior knowledge of you is really, really important. So make sure you include your social media links, you include your a video, if there's a video that explains this even further, your website, and multiple ways to contact you, phone, email, all of those things. And if there's more than one person, multiple people to contact you. And creating that bio and boilerplate for your media releases, this is the homework from today's formula session about putting your releases together, is what makes you ask yourself a couple of questions, because these are going to help you come up with that boilerplate. What makes you unique? What are your key points of difference? What awards have you won? And what terms and words describe you? So what describes the business? The boilerplate then can be taken from those words. You want to go brainstorm this for a while. Look at the words about what makes you unique. And then you can look in, you can put your boilerplate together that says XYZ company does an amazing job on X delivery of X product or X service. We've been established for however many years. And we maybe won this particular awards, or award-winning author, or award best-selling author, or best-selling business owner, or award-winning business owner. So you can do all of those sorts of things. And then your boilerplate, that putting their contact details and just adding that street cred. So it's a bit like a available for interview profile, or a bio that really comes out to you, but it needs to be short and succinct, really 150, 200 words, and that boilerplate will come through. So ask yourself those questions and start to create a little bit of a boilerplate that sums up who you are, what your business does, and why you would be a great source for the media. Now, a couple of things that you can do to share press releases, a couple of ideas to share press releases, just to wrap up today's session. You can look at whether you've won an award. Now, it's award season out there at the moment, so if you've won an award, tap into the power of a press release and sharing your knowledge and expertise through a release about the award you won. Why did you win it? What did the judges think? What was amazing? It gives you street cred from those areas. If you are inventing a new product or new service, then it's the media love something new. So share the options about what this new product does. What does it do differently? What problem does it solve? How does it fix? And if you've got some key quotes from some stakeholders, then that will work really well as well. And the other way that you can share your knowledge with the media, which is evergreen, is share predictions, share knowledge, share tips, share things that people need to know when they're working with your industry, and get out there. If you're looking for further resources, head to the Media Connections site, mediaconnections.com.au, and it will get you started within this media journey to help you connect. And we've got a release template library there. You're able to come in and share your story, and you can go through the helpful how to write a media release course there as well if you wish to do so as well. Guys, have a great Tips Tuesday. I will see you again next week. Bye.